Oh, we are loving that smart stick. That is good stuff. Winston has his smartphone. His is a little smaller. Good boys. Come here, buddy. Your friends want to see you. Come here. Come here. Everyone wants to see how cute you are. Cute you are. I know, Bubba's, you're my best boy. Look at these two best boys. Look at these two best boys. Hi. I know I love you. I know I love you. Should we answer some questions? Should we answer some questions? Yeah. Well, everyone knows about you, sir. I know, because you're the sir. Okay, y'all. I know I love you too. I love you too. Let me adjust this a little bit though. Okay, y'all, so I figured I would answer some questions that y'all have been asking and kind of commenting on. So to start, Taco is about 3 to 4 years old. Wayne rescued him from the county shelter back in 2022. So, and they thought around the time, like he was maybe around 1, something like that. So it's estimated he's about 3 to 4. He is a Jack Russell mix. My guess is he's about 20 to 25 pounds. His body shape even looks like he might have corgi in him, but Taco is extremely intelligent. Yes, he's extremely intelligent. I've known this about him because he's lived in a trailer with Wayne, he's lived at the house with Wayne, and I've gotten to spend substantial time with him. So thankfully going into this, I knew so much about him. Yeah. And he and Winston do really well together. They always have. Winston is the boss, and he definitely lets Taco know. But Winston is the boss of everybody, and he has been since he was like 6 months old. So, a lot of people have been commenting on how, you know, you might be worried about what would happen to your dog if something happened to you and you tragically passed away. You heading out, kid? You got stuff to do? No, that's fine if you have stuff to do. Go ahead, kid. Let me just adjust this a little bit. Y'all, don't mind me, I'm sitting in my bed. Also, my bed frame broke like 2 weeks ago, so that's why my mattress is now on the floor, but it's fine. It's not like I'm here very often. I've been at my home base more in the last month than I have been in the last year, it feels like. So, so I recommend, now, Wayne did have a living will. We don't know who the executor was or the beneficiary to all of his stuff because you know, he had a house and property and assets and things. We don't know who is the executor of the estate. We also don't know if Taco was in the will. But what I recommend is, if you are worried about passing away and you have pets, you know, get a will drawn up. If you don't already have one, it's very important to have a will. And if you do have one, you can make changes to it and amend that will to include your pets. So legally they will go to a good home or family, friends, whoever. So I recommend putting that in a will if you're concerned about who would get the animals. Like, so this worked out really well that Wayne has me and Yellow Wolf because we are able to take him on. Honestly, I think Maddie probably would have been a candidate to adopt Taco as well if he was under different circumstances, but his dad is not doing well in Georgia. And side note, I spoke with Maddie again last night. Despite everything that Maddie has going on, bless his heart, he was very concerned about Taco. And so I sent him some pictures, and that made Maddie feel a heck of a lot better. So Maddie is a really good man, and I know that he would have loved to have Taco, but he is very relieved that Taco's with me, and he's going to Yellow Wolf because we're all in this same friend circle. But going back to the will, so have a will drawn up, you know, talk to friends and family. Like, if my mom tragically passed away tomorrow, which would, like, devastate my entire universe, she knows that the dogs would be taken care of. You know, like, we would take the dogs. Like, my brother would take the poodles, like, hands down. So, but it's important to have those discussions with people as well. I feel like, personally, Wayne can fully transition and rest now, knowing that Taco was with me and Yellow Wolf, because I don't think that he would have chosen any other two people over us, personally. Look at that tail. Huh. Because we all loved each other very much. Your dad and me and Yellow Wolf. One of my fondest memories of me and Wayne and Yellow Wolf was last October when we were all camped at his property. And Wayne was the best host ever. And I'm happy that just over a week later, I can talk about him, like, with positivity and happiness instead of sadness now. We were looking at old Army photos of Wayne from when he was in the military, and Yellow Wolf and I were, like, giving him so much shit because he was so handsome, like, when he was in the service. And he had all of these photos of all of these fun times he had overseas, and I have never seen Wayne smile so much as when he was showing us those photos at his house and we were going through the albums. He was so proud of his service to the country, and he was so proud that he could share that with us, and that was really cool. I'll never forget that. The three of us just sitting there just laughing, and he was telling us stories, and we were looking at these crazy pictures of him and his drunken Army buddies, like, getting into shenanigans. It's so fun. So I've gotten questions about Taco's vet records. Wayne was an incredibly responsible dog parent and human in general. He had Taco up to date on everything, but we do have Taco's collar with all of his, like, microchip information and rabies and whatnot. And so Yellow Wolf is going to transfer everything over, and then take him to a trusted vet to get looked at and make sure everything's good. Quite a few of you have been like, Amanda, why don't you keep Taco? It was actually never a discussion. The night I got the phone call that Wayne passed away, I talked to Yellow Wolf shortly after, and she said to me immediately, I'm adopting Taco. So there was never a discussion, because I was like, perfect, good, this is great. Great. So it was just up to me to get him, to secure him, get him saved, get him, you know. So it was never a discussion. He's going to Yellow Wolf 100%. They are going to be amazing companions. She does travel in her van full time, but she also has a home base with her son in California. And they're just going to be perfect together. She is so excited. She wants to take training classes with him and do all of the dog mom things, and we're just both so happy. And you have to remember that, like, I live in a minivan most of the time. The fact that you guys are seeing me at my house this much with, like, this recent footage is crazy. I'm never here this much. But, you know, I live in a minivan most of the time, and it's small. We're limited on space, and, you know, Winston's older. He's going to be 13. We have a slower kind of lifestyle, and Winston he's my priority, especially going into his golden years, and I don't want to switch that up. So If Taco didn't have a place to go, we might be having a different discussion, but Taco will be great for Yellow Wolf and for her family. He's going to do awesome in that capacity. So, and what's great for me is that Taco still gets to be in my life because Yellow Wolf and I spend so much time together throughout the years. And we're so close. I mean, we're so close. Yellow Wolf is not only my friend, has she not only been my friend for years, but she's also my spiritual mentor. So we just connect on a spiritual level. Next week, we're going to actually have a phone call to do some spiritual work together while she's still in California. And so yeah, it's not a discussion. Yellow Wolf will adopt Taco after Taco spends, you know, about a month at my mom's house. Because I need to get back on the road. I need to travel. Like, I have my own stuff going on. Not to sound selfish, but like I'm doing my part in this puzzle. I'm doing my part. Anyways, I'm doing the best I can. And I know that Taco will do really well with my mom, with the poodles, huh kid. And he and Yellow Wolf are literally going to be inseparable. I know it, and I feel so good about that. I'm just so grateful that he gets to stay in my life. Huh. Well, you're such a solid boy. Such a solid boy. Let's see, what other questions have you guys been asking me? Yeah, because there's even been people who have said, oh, I'll take him, but no, he has a home. He has a good home. And I'm hoping, so I'm going to have my quartzite meetup in January, and I'm hoping, I'm pretty sure Yellow Wolf will be there, which means Taco will be there, so whoever's at my meetup will most likely get to meet Taco. If Yellow Wolf's there, Taco will be there, so y'all will get to meet him if you haven't yet. I know there's been quite a few people also who have come forward to say, oh my gosh, I knew Wayne, I'm so sorry, I can't believe it, and I'm just so happy that Wayne was so loved. I don't think he realized how loved he was, actually. But I feel so happy now. I went from feeling so stressed out and anxious and sad every day for the last week to now feeling like joy and fulfillment, especially because I feel like Wayne has been able to transition peacefully now. Like, I feel like we're good. Like, everything's good. Like, Taco's good. He's healthy. We're all together. We're a family. And everything's going to be awesome. So I'm going to head up north next Wednesday. I'll spend a couple nights. I'm going to take Taco to my mom's on Monday. I'll stay there Monday and Tuesday night to make sure he's doing well with the poodles and everything's good, which I'm confident it will be. I mean, he's taken to my house immediately. Plus Winston will be there, so kind of do that transition. But then I'll be seeing Taco over the next few weeks. I head out to Montana on August 30th, but in the meantime, I'm going to make sure that everything's just good and everyone's healthy and everyone's happy. And this is his new favorite. He loves this calamari toy. Boop, boop. He's been eating, which is a shocker because he didn't even eat like for Wayne a lot of the time. And so I just know that he's comfortable here, he's happy here, and I have him on a good diet that he enjoys. So that's excellent. But yeah, I hope that answers some of the questions. Well, those are the most frequently asked questions that I've been getting. Like I said, Taco and Winston have been doing really well together. And he and Maylee are interested in each other, but not so sure. There's been a couple times where Taco's kind of like, not gone after her, but kind of chased. And, but he understands that I don't really appreciate that. So, we're just using lots of positive reinforcement, and because he's a smart boy. You are a smart boy. Hi, sweet boy. Just checking on ya. Ooh, that's a big stretch. So it is dinner time for the boys. This is what I chose to put Taco on. It's the Wellness Core Raw Rev. So it is high protein and there's freeze-dried raw in it. I really like Wellness as a brand overall. So I decided on that for him and he likes it, so that's great. I also do the Wellness Bold Boosters for Winston, so I'm doing the same for Taco. When I open a pack, especially because Winston's so small, I just put it all in a little Tupperware here, and then I put some in his meal each day. So it is dinner time for the boys. I know you ate your dinner, but Taco's being a good boy eating. So to piggyback real quick on the diets, this is what I feed Winston, and I've talked about this before. This is adult 11 plus for small and mini breeds. Winston's been on this for a couple of years now. It is great for hip and joint health as well as cardiac health. Well, Taco, I dropped some on the floor and Taco ate it. So I'm like, okay, that's good to know that Hill Science Diet is another option for him that he enjoys. We are learning all sorts of things. Are you helping Auntie? Y'all, so this is the shelf that sits next to my bed in my van. Since I need to re-secure it, I decided to take the stuff off my shelf and get it all cleaned up. Might as well. So I'm doing that, and oh, sorry, Bob. The boys were assisting me. Yep, you. Absolutely. Everybody loves you. But in the meantime, I think I will wrap up this video and you guys will be seeing more updates over the coming days. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I appreciate you, and thank you again to all of our donors who have assisted in this wonderful journey. We will see you next time.